everybody and welcome to another vlog. If you are new though, my name is Sarah and I'm happy to have you. So this vlog is going to be hopefully interesting. I'm going to be cooking Thanksgiving dinner all by myself this year, unless I can get, Dakota's offered to help. I just don't know how much he'll be able to because he has to work tomorrow, and also the day that we're having Thanksgiving, we're gonna do it at dinner time because my mom, she's a nurse and she works nights, and so her sleep schedule and work schedule, along with my sister's work schedule, who also works 12-hour shifts because she's a CNA, has made it to where the only person available to cook everything is me. I know that I am like capable of cooking any of them on their own, but it's cooking them all at this and getting them all ready at the same time that makes me nervous. And I know that my grandma and my mom always have these little tricks and things that like aren't written on the recipe cards. So I've spent like the last day probably bugging my mom with thousands of questions, it seems like, just because I'm that way anyway. If I'm ever about to do something that I've never done before, I just can bombard you with questions. Anyway, so today is actually Monday and we are gonna have Thanksgiving dinner. We're gonna actually do it at supper time, which we never do this year, on Wednesday, so the day before Thanksgiving. So I'm gonna start with making the cornbread for the dressing because my mom said to make it early so it can dry out a little, and so I'm following all of her instructions to a T. So that's what I'm about to do today, and I just thought, even though it's just the cornbread, we're gonna include this in the vlog. So hopefully you enjoy, and I'm hoping if there are any funny moments or anything like that, that I can somehow catch them on camera. And hopefully this all goes smoothly and turns out delicious. And if I can get everything to taste like it always has when my grandma and mom make it, then it will be delicious. So wish me luck. Oh, and just let me show you my working space. This is my kitchen, and I have Christmas decorations still out. So before people come on Wednesday, I've got to make the house presentable. So I'm also going to be filming my second Christmas decorating video. If you haven't seen the first one, you can go check that out. I also did all of my Christmas decorating last year, so you can go watch those too. I have a decorating playlist. But I will be wearing the same outfit in the Christmas decorating video because I'm gonna hopefully be filming that while the cornbread's cooking. Alright, so I got to the yellow cornmeal and I'm going to double the recipe on the back. Alright, got everything out that I need. My goal is to use something and wash it right away because I've got to keep up with the dishes over the next couple of days or it's gonna be crazy. Alright, 4 cups of cornmeal. Well, the first part is done, easy peasy, with minimal mess. So I'm gonna clean that up. I've already washed my bowl, put the smaller things into the dishwasher. Now I guess I better start working on the Christmas decorations so I can get the rest of this house picked up. And the next time you will see me will probably be tomorrow when I'm gonna be making 2 pies. Alright, it is the next day and I am about to make the dressing because my mom is just like waking up. She works night shifts, so she sleeps until like 1 or 2ish every day. So I'm gonna try to like make it while she's awake so that if I have any questions I can ask her. It shouldn't be too hard, but I just want it to taste like it always does because like this is the recipe that my family has used forever. So I thought I would time it in between her sleeping and having to go back to work, so that maybe she will be available. Okay, I don't know how crumbled this stuff is supposed to be. I don't know if it matters how small the pieces are. I had to get another bowl out because I didn't have room in the casserole dish, so we're gonna have lots of dressing. Or lots of something. Let's hope it comes out as dressing. When I was in high school, I did like a science fair project where I was trying to discover a way to chop onions without it burning your eyes, and the method that worked the best was turning on a stove burner right next to your chopping, which is probably not the safest way. You could also like have a candle there, and supposedly the reason is because like the fumes get caught up in the warm air and it like takes it away. And I tried it again the last time I chopped an onion, and it really seemed to work, because I don't know why, I cannot chop an onion without like my eyes just getting so bad. I mean, it's like, it seems like it affects me more than other people. I don't know why. So I'm gonna do that. So I just want to let you know that's why the burner is on while I'm chopping this onion. All right, the onion is done, and I have a very pink arm, but not a single tear. Like, my eyes don't even burn from that entire onion. So yes, the stove burner, it works like amazing. Is it looking like dressing? Sort of. Okay, I've got my eggs, and then I've got a bunch of broth, but I'm just gonna start with this one. I don't want it to get too soggy because I don't have any more cornbread. So I'm not really sure how soggy it's supposed to be. It always seems pretty runny when my mom and grandma do it. Okay, I'm texting my mom and she says, I said it needs to be pretty runny, right? And she said pretty wet. Not watery, but almost pourable. It's definitely watery. Maybe I don't have it crumbled up enough. I don't know. That's what was looking weird. I just needed to crumble it some more. This will look way more like dressing once I get the sage in there. Our dressing is always pretty green. Oh, leave down in the comments, does your family like really sagey dressing or not so much? Because it seems like that's like the great debate when it comes to dressing. I'm gonna send my mom a video of me shaking it so she can tell me if it looks like right. Oh my gosh, I hope that's not too runny. Okay, my mom said, yes, did you put sage? It doesn't look like it has any. So, got the approval on the consistency, and now it's time for what makes dressing dressing, at least in my family. Sage. All I remember is my grandma saying it needs more sage, and my mom saying I think it needs more sage. Mama likes lots of sage. So hopefully it'll end up being sagey enough. Whatever they do always tastes like so good. So she said it takes a lot of salt too. I have had no time to make myself presentable today. Dakota went to work today and he was off yesterday. Anyway, so he forgot his wallet, so I had to bring him his wallet earlier, and then it took a while to get Joseph to like lay down in his crib, but he still is not napping. He didn't sleep. I don't know why. I don't know how much salt is a lot of salt. I really don't know, so I'm just gonna pour. Whoa, okay, so I'm not gonna put all this in there. I'm just gonna use it to kind of sprinkle. Oh, well, I ended up putting all that in there, so yeah, definitely need more. Whoa, okay. Easy does it, easy does it. Because I think if you get too much, There may be no going back. Ooh, yeah. Sage makes it smell like dressing. Oh, I guess I need to put pepper too. All right, it tastes like dressing to me. It tastes really good. So I figure if it tastes good raw, it'll taste even better cooked. So it's going in the oven, and then I'm gonna go get Joseph and feed him some lunch. Oh yeah, we're gonna have plenty for leftovers. So here is the before, and it turns into this. Yum. Okay, now I feel like I'm on like a cooking show. Except it's not going to be anything like that because I'm like total amateur. And remember, this is not like a how-to video. I just wanted to vlog my experience baking all of the Thanksgiving myself. Joseph just woke up and Dakota got called out to work. So he was only here for like a few minutes today. So I'm having to do this with Joseph here. If you see him, don't mind his outfit. He is outgrowing stuff and he's wearing pants that do not match his onesie. We were in a hurry today because Dakota forgot his wallet when he went to work. And so I just threw some clothes on him and we left. So I'm gonna actually use my apron that my mom made me. It's a Christmas apron, but that's okay. So I'm gonna make the pumpkin pie, and we just used the recipe on the back of the pumpkin pie, or the pumpkin can. Here, cut it this. Give him a pack of ramen noodles. That'll keep him occupied. He likes those because they're just like rattly. Anyway, so what is your favorite pie? Mine is pumpkin. I love pumpkin. And it's my goal. I've said it in other videos, but I want to make more than one pumpkin pie this year. I want to have one at Thanksgiving, and then I want to have one, you know, next month, somewhere closer to Christmas. And I don't know, maybe some other time next year. I hate just having one a year when it's my favorite. All right, I'm not filming this whole thing because, like I said, this is not like a how-to. It's just vlogging for memories. So I've got just a pre-made pie crust. I wasn't gonna try anything crazy. So I'm just gonna lay this down in here. And I've had it sitting out like the package said. All right, I'm just gonna like let you guys watch. Wish me luck. All right, I'm not too concerned about getting the edges super pretty. I'm more concerned about making sure that I like hook it to the bottom so it doesn't like come loose. I think I got it a little crooked because I had a lot of extra on one side and almost not enough on this side. So that's when I really decided to give up on making it pretty, but that's what it looks like. I'm gonna set this aside. Time to pour it. And I'm gonna have to try to keep Joseph away from that oven when I'm putting this in there. Yeah. And try to keep him away from me because this is super runny. And if he bumps me, he's gonna make a mess. Ooh. Ah, beautiful. Whoa, it's so full. And this is kind of a nifty thing. It keeps your pie crust from getting burned around the edge. So, oh my gosh, it is gonna be so hard to get this into the oven. I may have to like run him to his room and then like run back in here and try to get it in there real quick. It's pretty cool. If I can find one of these on Amazon, I'll link it down below. I might want to set it on there after the pie is in the oven though, because it's gonna be really hard to get that in there. All right, I opened a Christmas box that he's never looked in before, so we'll see if I can get this pie in the oven. Oh, he's looking at me though. Look at all those cool things, Joseph. Yeah. Oh my goodness. If I can do this, I can do anything. Oh, I don't want to burn myself. Oh. Oh my goodness, I like have to go so smooth. Yes! Thank you! Oh, just in time. Okay, 15 minutes. He looks so funny in his mix match outfit. Can you look up there? Yes, Mama making your first Thanksgiving dinner. Ooh. All right, it's finally done. I had to cook it like way longer than it said, but I think it's because it's deeper than it's supposed to be, maybe. So that's why it's like kind of destroyed in the middle. I kept having to check and add more minutes and check and add more minutes. So kind of wish it wasn't all destroyed, but that's okay. It did just have slits, but then when I was trying to fix the slits, it got all messed up, but that's okay. And I'm glad the crust didn't get crazy burned. It's actually like really good looking. Well, not the shape, but the color. So I just wish that I could eat a piece right now because it looks so good and it smells so good. Now I've got to make the chocolate pie. I opened this drawer and look what I found. 2 measuring spoons that I was looking for earlier that little man has stashed away in here.
For safekeeping?
Yeah, for safekeeping. I find stuff everywhere. All right, chocolate pie, sugar, cocoa, salt, flour.
That's a good looking pie, baby.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be tasty.
Yeah, it looks like one of those on the magazines.
Well, not quite, but thank you. All right, I am making the chocolate pie for the second time because I was measuring out the flour and I don't know if I actually lost count or if I just like psyched myself out and thought that I lost count. And so I just threw it all in the trash and started over. And this time, when I was measuring out, you can see I did it in definite countable blobs. So we're good. Oh my goodness. Well, having to do things twice just seems to be a tradition. Hopefully that tradition won't live on from year to year. I am now on my second chocolate pie crust because, I don't know, I poked holes in it like it said, but it like lifted up off of the pie plate. Like there was the pie plate and then the crust was literally like hanging an inch over the plate. So that would have been like a mini tiny little pie. So I'm doing another one. I stretched it even more and like really pressed it down into the pie plate like a bunch and poked like 3 times as many holes. So hopefully it will do good. So far it hasn't lifted up and it's like 5 minutes in, and so it has 5 minutes left. Hopefully it's good. Dakota is moving my Christmas boxes out of the living room. My face is so red. It's like so hot in here. He's moving them out of the kitchen. I think I said out of the living room. And so this is taking so long, but like, you know, we didn't expect Dakota to have to be called out, and so I was tending to Joseph. And then I wanted to be a part of Joseph's bedtime, so I took a break and we sang to him and got him to sleep. But this has been fun, even though I was like kind of worried about how the chocolate pie is going to turn out. But I think I can do it. I have everything already measured out. Got my egg whites ready, got my egg yolks ready. I've read the recipe card 2 or 3 times, so I think I can do this. All right, I would much rather have this one hole than what I had before. As you can see, it is still separated from the glass some, but not as bad. And I don't understand why, because it has nothing to do with holes, because look at all those holes and it still is separated. But I think it's a little better. Ooh, now this makes me think of hot chocolate. I need to get out my homemade hot chocolate recipe and make some of that. Ooh, it finally started to boil. That took a while. I was like gradually turning it up. I think I just had it a little too low. Alright, the part that makes me nervous. Do not scramble the eggs, Sarah. Awesome. I didn't get any egg scrambles. That's good. All right, it's the next day. I am making the sweet potato casserole right now. So I have everything already ready. I didn't film myself measuring it all because Joseph, he has been literally screaming and like groveling at my feet, but it's just because he's spoiled for attention. And oh look, he's clapping his hands watching VeggieTales. How sweet. So I'm gonna mix that up, get it into this casserole dish, and try to pick up a little. I left the kitchen in really good shape last night. I washed all the dishes before bed, but as you can see, there's already some more dishes, but the dishwasher is ready for dishes, so I won't have to like hand wash them all or wait on that to finish. Went to bed super late. It was like way too, it was way too hard to make 2 pies in the dressing, but that's just because we didn't anticipate Dakota being gone all night, and I didn't anticipate Joseph not sleeping during his first nap, or for some reason not seeming to be in the mood to eat, so I had to like figure out something else for him to eat because he was not eating what I had fixed for him. So it was just way more difficult than it had to be. But the pies look good except for the meringue on the chocolate. I think I needed to beat more eggs because I didn't even have enough really to like, and it wasn't spreadable. So anyway, the meringue is super, oh, here he comes. The meringue is super thin with like cracks where you can see the chocolate through, but that doesn't matter, right? I mean, as long as it tastes good. Maybe next year I'll figure out how to get them nice and fluffy. And maybe next year I won't be doing that at like 1:30 in the morning. The topping is crumbled on top, and it's got 4 more minutes. I'm about to start the turkey. I've never done this before alone. I think I've only helped with it just a couple times, like with the turkey part. So hopefully it will go good. I was not really prepared for this, but you guys know I'm always up for a challenge. So yeah, we didn't know that all of our schedules and like work schedules and stuff was gonna make it to where I was gonna be the one cooking it all until just like 2 or 3 days ago. So yeah, turkey time. All right, can I just say, you can laugh if if something funny happens, but don't hold anything against me. Like I said, I do not know what I'm doing. I'm trying to follow instructions. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I have already like cleaned out this side of the sink really well, so that's where I'm gonna rinse the turkey and hope for the best. Remove turkey from bag. Release legs of turkey from the clamp one leg at a time by pushing leg downward and toward the center of the clamp. Oh, that made it sound way more difficult than it is. Okay, let's get this nastiness out. Is there more? Ew. Oh, okay, there is more. Okay, I think that's everything. All right, we good. Oh, I need to rinse the inside. My mom told me to rub it with oil and to put some butter under its skin, and then to cover it with salt and pepper, and then to use an oven bag, and then to bake it according to the oven bag instructions. My sister's off, so we won't have to have Thanksgiving as late. So now it's Dakota who we will be waiting for. So it's basically we're just gonna eat when the turkey's done. So I think he'll be done hopefully around like 6-ish. So that's perfect timing. And thankfully, Joseph is sleeping at the perfect time. So I should be able to get this turkey done and in the oven before he wakes up. And then when the turkey's in the oven, I'm going to peel potatoes for mashed potatoes. I know there's the trick of like boiling them with the skin on and then putting them in ice water or cold water to peel the skins off. But I don't really want to do that because then I have to heat them all back up to mash them. So I think I'm just gonna peel them. I'll have, whoa, almost dropped the butter. I'll have time to peel them, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm supposed to add a tablespoon of flour to the bag and shake it. How does it keep the bag from bursting? Oh man, that woke Joseph up. Poor guy. Oh. All right, the turkey is ready. I bent my fingernail back trying to put the little tie on because it got greasy. All right, it looks good to me. So I'm gonna set the timer for 2.5 hours and hopefully it will be done and juicy and flavorful. All right, I'm peeling potatoes. I am not doing it perfectly because ain't nobody got time for that. I am so excited because I was just worried there for a little while because Dakota was telling me he thinks that he may be called out on an emergency and have to work longer because every time there's like an emergency for him to go fix, it takes hours. And I was like, no, I want him to be able to have this food fresh and be able to have Thanksgiving with him. But he just told me he's on his way home, so yay. I was wondering who was gonna go get some drinks. So he's gonna be able to go and get some drinks. And my mom is awake now, she's making tea. So there is 1.5 hours left on the turkey, so I'm doing good on time. And I'll start the potatoes like towards the end of the turkey time. And I got out the stuff for the green bean casserole, the little onions. Now the only task is really going to be getting everything heated at the end all at once and making gravy. I just thought of a new Thanksgiving relay race, guys. Look at this. Cranberry sauce. Can you imagine running the You imagine running with this? I better be careful. I still want to try some shrimp. I better not.
You can spill it. That's fine with me. I don't eat it.
I have another can. Oh, you got it. You have at least a little cranberry sauce.
I don't know about that.
You have to.
Why ruin a good thing like dressing with cranberry?
That's what I used to think. But then I got grown and sophisticated.
Oh,
okay. Then I realized. Yeah. While you're holding that, let me just show. Okay, so everything's pretty much cleaned up except for this table. Of course, he shows the dirty one. No, I'm just joking. This is going to be the kids' table once I finish cleaning it off. I've got potatoes boiling. I'm going to cook the gravy in here. And here's like those gravy packets. Nah, this is done. There's the forks for everybody. Put this in the pantry. Bada boom, bada boom. Okay.
Table's cleaned off.
Yeah, table's cleaned off. Got this
Room's
floor
clean.
swept and mopped.
Oh yeah.
Dakota mopped for me.
And then now we just got this little room in here.
Reheating some stuff in the oven under the turkey that's still cooking. His little thing hasn't popped up yet, so these are probably about ready. So yeah, it's looking good. Thank the Lord, it all has gotten done. Just the finishing touches and we'll be ready. All right, the little poppy thing on the turkey popped up, so let's check it out.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, it looks edible. All right, now I'm going to check it with a meat thermometer. In the dark meat, it's supposed to be 180, I'm pretty sure is what it said. So, ooh, smells good. Got my Pampered Chef thermometer.
Fancy schmancy.
That I got for free from hosting a party. Oh yeah.
195. Yeah.
We good. And just for fun, I'll poke it somewhere else.
And what's the white meat supposed to be?
Not as high.
Okay.
I can't remember. All right, like 165, I think is what it said.
Okay.
All right. Smells good.
It looks good.
It looks good. Okay. So now I'm gonna try to do the gravy in this. Okay, Mom's gonna show me how you're supposed to cut this turkey.
This is the way I was taught to do it. You just cut the leg away, and then if you can get down in here, cut sideways
Down in there.
like over to the bone,
Oh.
and then you slice down to that.
Oh,
That's where you get your slices.
And rolls are done. My sister brought a Ritz cracker pie. Here's my pumpkin, and then the chocolate is in the fridge.
There you go. Gonna drink?
Can't forget the olives. He's got to
Cleanse the palate. There you go.
I'm getting ready.
dressing for the first time. Hopefully it's good.
Sorry,
Here,
one
it's
second.
okay. All right.
Second bite of turkey.
Dressing. He clapped.
It was praiseworthy.
He clapped his hands. Clapped his hands.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, that's
You can give Mama a big head there. Oh yeah.
Now you got a mixed green bean casserole.
Oh yeah. There you go. Big old mouthful. Nice.
Let's try some sweet potatoes.
Ooh.
Let's try some sweet potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
That one like dessert? Wow. Yummy, yummy. Yeah. This is a good stuff. Let's see if you like cranberry sauce. I think you will.
Please don't, please don't, please don't.
It's fruity.
Don't be afraid
It's gonna be totally different than what he was just eating.
No.
He's like, oh, that's some good stuff.
He's definitely thinking.
That's good.
Nope.
I need to get a pie server. Spatula? Yeah, but the color.
Go.
Alright, we're gonna try some pumpkin pie.
Look at that leg. It's going 100 miles an hour.
Oh god. What do you think about that? It's like, this is different.
Mm-hmm.
Put some Cool Whip on the next bite. Pumpkin's mommy's favorite. See if he likes it enough for another bite. He's playing with his water. Another bite. Ooh, yay! It's a keeper! Yay! Oh.
Yeah.
Here you go, Joseph. Drive the train.
Oh, Roger Choo Choo Train. Chugga 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 chugga.
All right, everybody is gone and I survived. Nothing was burned, nothing was dry. Everything turned out good and it just feels so good. So I conquered the challenge. And the house is like surprisingly clean. You know, at the start of all this I was like, how am I gonna keep everything, like keep up with the dishes and everything until it's over, but it's looking good. The kitchen's not bad. These are dirty dishes, and the sink is full, but it's mostly like huge mixing bowls. All the food fit in the fridge. I was surprised, but we really didn't have a whole lot in there, so that is good. Feels nice. I somehow made it all and vlogged it all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm excited about editing it. Hopefully I can make it not be like a super long video. So now I can turn my attention to Vlogmas. I'm so excited. I hope you guys have had a wonderful Thanksgiving, holiday, break from work, time with family, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.